What's going on, guys? I thought I would share a very interesting article with you. I really enjoyed reading it. It's written by Ryan McCafferty of IGN. The title of it is Starfield is the biggest game for Xbox since Halo 5. Now, one thing about Ryan McCafferty that's very interesting is that he's already played a couple of hours of the game. He played it on the Series X. Since then, he has been one of the people who have vehemently stood by Bethesda's choice to go with 30 FPS. So he must have enjoyed it. So if you're going to be playing this on the console, on the Series X at least, I think you're going to enjoy it. I saw him when he was talking about his experience. He didn't look like he was BSing. I mean, if he was BSing, he's in the wrong field. He needs to go to Hollywood and be an actor. But anyway, all that said, and oh yeah, let me do something that I always forget to do, which is to ask you if you like the video. Please like it. It makes a huge difference. I'm really trying to grow the channel. So look, even if you're not going to stick around for the whole read, just throw a like on the channel and help a brother out. All right, appreciate it. Now, all that said, look, let's go ahead and get into this. We're now less than 1 month away from the launch of Starfield, the new space exploration RPG by Bethesda Game Studios, makers of the Elder Scrolls series, as well as Fallout 3 and 4. And after an excellent and very well received 45-minute Starfield Direct presentation in June, hype is running high. This is the first game from this team, led by decorated game director Todd Howard, in 8 years. It's topped the Steam wishlist charts for the past 2 months. It is, by the developer's own account, the biggest game it's ever made, and for what it's worth, from the hour I got to play it with Howard, first from the beginning and then quickly jumping between a couple of other save files, I saw nothing to doubt the team's claims. And as the Xbox's first-party exclusive game journey continues to carve out its strange and unforeseen path, it's turned out to be the most important launch for the platform in a long time. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. I don't want to get into the tired old discussion about the lack of blockbuster Xbox exclusives again, but I do think it's interesting, without dwelling on that, to see how far we have to walk back to get to a game launch as notable as the one Starfield is about to have. It'll provide some good context for why Starfield matters so much. First, let's look at the existing Xbox Series generation. I'd argue that Starfield's launch trumps anything we've had over the past almost 3 years. Halo Infinite in 2021 is probably the game you'd think of first. And while Halo 6 was certainly a big deal, it had been 6 years since the previous mainline Halo game was released, and it was excellent. I'd argue there was way too much baggage weighing down Infinite's launch for it to have been as big a deal as it could have and probably should have been. The other Xbox Series candidate, though it was a cross-gen game, was Forza Horizon 5. Its launch couldn't have gone much better, really. It earned a 10 out of 10 review score from IGN, among many other outlets, and it went on to win IGN's 2021 Game of the Year award. But despite the accolades and player count success, Forza's car game nature works against it when you're looking solely at what game makes the biggest, most impactful launch. That brings us back to the Xbox One generation. Again, the dearth of big exclusives is a story we need not retell. But what were the biggest, most important game launches for that system? Gears 5 in 2019, Gears of War 4 in 2016. While I personally adore the Coalition's pair of Gears entries, and I feel they get a bad rap from the Xbox community, I have no idea what he's talking about there, but anyway, let's move on. It is nevertheless true that Gears was not as big of a deal after the original trilogy. This brings me back to 2015 and the game I've landed on for this exercise, Halo 5 Guardians. While Halo 5 ended up being a Jekyll and Hyde of a product, its Loki-centric campaign was a massive letdown by Halo standards. Loki-centric anyway, I have no idea what that is, but anyway, let's move on. While its brilliant multiplayer showed that 343 was pretty darn dialed into the Bungie-developed glory days of competitive Halo play, it was nevertheless a huge launch. This was in no small part due to its brilliant marketing campaign, in which players were promised by both ads and the outstanding Hunt the Truth tie-in podcast that they'd be hunting down a renegade Master Chief. As we all know, the campaign couldn't live up to the excitement and potential that the marketing campaign displayed. Still, Halo 5's launch was a big one. It was the first mainline Halo release for the Xbox One. Its unique marketing campaign and podcast had players pumped up, and we had to wait 2 years into the console generation before it arrived. Demand was real and it was pent up. So too now is the community ready to pop off in support of Starfield. Bethesda Game Studios is the most accomplished blockbuster game development studio Microsoft has had since Bungie. Howard and team haven't shipped their own game in 8 years, and Starfield is their first original IP, and one which, from my own observation, it looks like its scope will run both wide and extremely deep. We'll know for sure on September 1st, when Starfield is released for those players who purchased the pricier version of the game. It's almost time to party like it's 2015. Look, if this game sucked when Ryan played it, or if there was some reason for him to have some sort of concern, I don't think Ryan would hold back. He has been known to say some controversial things in the past that will piss off both PlayStation fans and Xbox fans. So if he has an opinion about something, he normally will say it and he'll stick by it. Now, I'm not saying that he would skull drag the game, but I'm saying I don't think that he would be going out here being so happy about it. You know, he's still anticipating the game, and as I've stated, even after playing the game on the Series X, he stood by the Bethesda Game Studios' decision to go 30 FPS. That's even after playing it on the S. So that means that his experience wasn't that bad, and honestly, I don't think he's that great of an actor. I don't think that he could have played the game and thought that it sucked and come out the way that he is, being so convincing, pretending to be somebody that, yeah, I played this game, it sucked, but I'm gonna go out here and pretend like I'm really anticipating the game and I'm really excited for its release. I believe this guy played it on the X, and I think that he really enjoyed it. And as a PC gamer, that makes me very excited because, well, let me slow my roll. That doesn't exactly mean that it's going to play well on the PC, but I think that it will play good on the PC. And I do believe that this game, I think they worked hard to make sure that this game is more bug-free. Like the studio says, more bug-free than any game they've released. I believe that, but I'm excited to see it on September 1st. Anyway, guys, look, again, if you like the video, please give it a like. It does make a big difference. I notice a lot of people, it's not only my videos, but a lot of people look at the video, and look, I'm guilty of it. Sometimes I will forget to like a video that I did like. I listen to it in its completion, and sometimes I'll have to go back. Like as a matter of fact, I did it this morning, and I had to go back and like a couple of videos that I forgot to like. So look, if you liked it, please give it a like. It does help out a whole lot. And until next time, stay safe.